Hey everybody. Sorry it took so long to get to the camera. I was in the middle of making lunch and stuff, so I apologize. I'm gonna have this showing. For those on TikTok, I'm just gonna put it up at the top. I don't know how many pomos we're gonna do, but we are gonna do 60-20. We're just gonna do that. But yeah, I'm just gonna have some music playing. I'm gonna... One second. There we go. Let's mess around with the camera configuration a little bit here. Zoom in on me. We don't need the low level compensation. That just slows the camera down. So we're going to do some co-working. I'm going to go ahead and mute the microphone here in a second. Hey Siri, set a timer for 1 hour, please.
1 hour, starting now.
And then in about an hour, we will, I don't know, go back and start talking and stuff. I don't know. We'll figure out what we're going to do. That being said, I am going to go ahead and go on mute. We will go on another break in about an hour. I apologize. It's raining outside right now. But yeah, enjoy the music, and I hope you have a productive hour or relaxing hour, whatever it is that you are doing. If you're reading and listening to music, I appreciate you being here. If you're also working on stuff, I also appreciate it. Appreciate you being here. All right. I hope everyone has a productive hour. All right, that was an hour of working. Yeah, it's a playlist on Spotify that I was gonna try and grab the link for it. It's called Lo-Fi Video Game Beats by Hellant. I'll copy it and here we go and paste it into the Twitch chat. Hey Siri, set a timer for 20 minutes, please.
20 minutes starting now.
Alright. And if you're watching over on TikTok, be sure to tap that screen to give the live a couple of likes. It really helps me out and shows me that I'm doing a good job over there. I'm kind of new to streaming on TikTok alongside YouTube and Twitch. Which I'm live on all three right now, I believe. I should be at least. Alright, give me 1 second. I'm gonna grab some coffee and clean up my lunch here. Whoops. And then I think we'll open up some game industry news because there's a couple of headlines that I saw this morning that I wanted to read and maybe talk about. But yeah, give me like 2 minutes here. Alright, sorry about that. Alright, I got some more coffee with my Lil Boo mug from Halloween Horror Nights this year. The coffee is very average. It's just Walmart Great Value brand medium roast coffee. It's alright. I did have a cup of Folgers earlier though. And now I can't get that, I can't get their, jingle out of my head. I set a new timer for about 20 minutes. Really quickly, I'm just gonna, that's what, 26 minutes? It's 1:54. Sorry, I'm dedicating, 3 hours worth of job hunting to my, weekly schedule here. No, Lulu, you're fine. Sorry, the dog's gonna start whining because she thinks it's dinner time, but it's not. She doesn't eat for another 2 hours, so she's gonna whine as if we're starving her. We're not. Anyway, I would like to get into some video game news. I'm gonna turn the music down just a touch. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. But yeah, anyway, there's an interview that I was interested in reading over on gamesindustry.biz. Oh, it's not even gonna show it. Hold on one second. Let me so hopefully everyone can see this once I... There we go. I'm gonna move it around here on... There we go. Hopefully you guys are able to see that a little bit better on TikTok. I moved it around a little bit. But I am just gonna read it out loud. So let me make sure that you guys can actually see it though. Actually, you know what? Let me move this aside. That might make it a little bit better. Whoop. Hold on. Let's recenter it a little bit. Alright, so Unity CEO addresses decision to cancel controversial runtime fee. Now, a little bit of a caveat, or to start. Sometime last year, they'll probably go over it, but game devs were pissed about the runtime fee. It was very controversial. But yeah, we'll probably go over it a little bit in here. But if you're watching over on TikTok, be sure to like the live stream so that I know, so that it tells me that I'm doing a good job and that you're liking what you're watching. Okay, this is Sophie McAvoy over at gamesindustry.biz. Unity CEO Matthew Bromberg has addressed the runtime fee controversy and why it took the firm a year to reverse the decision. Speaking at GamesBeat Next 2024 in October, Bromberg said tackling the runtime fee was his first priority after being appointed CEO in May. The first thing I did was get on a plane and start flying around the world to ask folks how they were connecting with us. How, in particular, did the runtime fee strike them? What did they think was the best way for us to fix it? They told me again and again all over the world that folks valued Unity as a partner, but they didn't like the way we were connecting with them. They didn't like the fact that we hadn't consulted with them. They didn't like the way we were planning to charge them. This reaction resulted in Unity entering a deep consultation period with its partners, customers, and developers. Many people were surprised how long it took us to announce the reversion of the runtime fee back to a more traditional subscription model, but how we did it was as important to me, if not more so, than what we were going to do, he added. Making sure that everybody knew in advance that there were no surprises, that we fully grasped all of the issues. That was a very important piece. It's not just about the runtime fee, which is just one decision. It's our intention to make all these decisions about the company in that same way. The runtime fee was introduced last September, which I'm going to open that up to... There we go. I don't know why that link wasn't working. Which would have seen Unity impose a fee on every install of a Unity game after reaching particular revenue installation thresholds. Following immediate backlash, the runtime fee was removed for personal users. Later that month, the fee was canceled altogether in September of this year. And just to give a little bit of context, this is the runtime fee that they were talking about. Unity is adding a new... Brendan. He was let go not that long ago. I don't even think he's in games media anymore. I think he made an announcement like a couple days ago that he was leaving games journalism altogether, which is very sad because he was a huge asset to games media. Anyway, this was published last year. Starting January 1st of 2024, Unity runtime fee will be charged to any game that has passed a revenue threshold in the past year and a lifetime install count. The amount of the fee and the thresholds in question vary depending on the type of Unity subscription the developer has. So personal and Unity Plus users, the thresholds were $200,000 in revenue a year and 200,000 lifetime installs. The fees are reduced for developer... what was it? The fees also vary, with Unity personal developers having to pay the most for every install above the threshold, 20 cents, while Unity Enterprises accounts pay the least, 1 cent for every install above 2 million. Yeah, which was honestly a really terrible idea. The CEO at the time eventually stepped down, the new CEO stepped up, and now they're like going through the actual reversal, and then this was kind of the a retrospective on it. It sounds like in the future they're not going to make these decisions without consulting developers first, which I very much prefer, because then it's like if they make any decisions, it's decisions that maybe developers who partner with Unity can agree on or live with at the very least. Because a lot of developers jumped ship from Unity and moved to other engines, particularly, is it Godot, I think? It spelled like Godot. And Unreal. Unreal is an engine that I'd like to get a little bit more experience in, but I'm just so used to Unity that I was kind of afraid to jump ship. So the fact that they're reversing course on that runtime fee and kind of winning back developer trust slowly is going to take some time to really win back that trust, but it sounds like they've got a good start here. Let's take a look at this. Roblox adds further changes to safety systems and parental controls. Under 13s can no longer use direct messaging on platform chats without parental consent. Once again, this is Sophie McAvoy over at gamesindustry.biz. Roblox has announced significant changes to its safety systems and parental controls to protect children under 13. Starting today, Roblox will implement changes in remote parental control, updated communication settings, and the addition of content labels. Sorry. Where was I? Starting today, Roblox will implement changes in remote parental controls, updated communication settings, and the addition of content labels to experiences. Parents and caregivers will be able to remotely view and manage their child's account, where they can set spending limits and manage screen time. They will also have access to their child's friend list and monitor their child's access to specific chat features. Users under 13 can no longer use direct messaging on platform chats and will be limited in what messages they can broadcast in games and experiences. So I'm just going to turn the music down a touch. I'll turn it back up when we go back to the working portion. As for content labels, these will replace experience guidelines and will describe what content users can expect in an experience. Users under 9 can only access minimal or mild content by default, with parental consent required to access moderate content. Experiences with a restricted content label will remain blocked for younger users until they are 17 or older. These updates are supported by partner organizations of Roblox, including the National Association for Media Literacy Education and the Family Online Safety Institute. As our platform has grown in scale, we have always recognized that our approach to safety must evolve with it, said Roblox Chief Safety Officer Matt Kaufman. Today's launch represents the next stage in that evolution. He continues, "It is the culmination of many months of product development and consultation with online safety experts, and follows the rollout of more than 30 new safety feature enhancements this year alone, as we continue on our mission to build a safe and civil space to play." Family Online Safety CEO Stephen Balcom added, as parents look for ways to stay informed and engaged in their children's digital lives, Roblox's enhanced parental controls are a considerable leap forward. By offering robust tools for non-intrusive monitoring and privacy, Roblox is providing families with the confidence they need to foster a secure and enriching online environment. Roblox's overhaul of safety features began last month, when it announced that the above changes in chat and content restrictions were to be introduced, in addition to a new type of parental account. Last week, Roblox rolled out additional safety features, including the moderation of unrated experiences, restricted access to social hangouts, and freeform user creation. Hi, Bobby Hill's mom. How are you doing? Good to see you. I'm on TikTok Live. I haven't done this very often yet. This is only my second time going live. I've never really done it a lot. But I applied to get the I applied to whoops. Did it switch? It did. I applied to get access to be able to go live, just because that's where I post a lot of like Twitch clips and stuff, and then they let me go live, so I was just like, okay, well, I guess I'm gonna do lives now every once in a while. But yeah, we're doing a co-working stream, so I'll go on mute in a little bit to just kind of be on camera and available in chat to hang out while working on stuff off camera. And then after like an hour, we come back over here and read some news. Not stressful real world news, but oh, shut up. But like video game industry news. The timer went off, but screw the timer. Let's read one more story. But yeah, this is good for Roblox just because they don't have a great history with online safety. It didn't seem to be a very high priority when they went public, and I think that hurt them, and it made it not a particularly safe place for a lot of kids to be, without any moderation or parental control. So it's good that they've been partnering with like public safety groups or online safety groups and are actually overhauling the safety features. I think this is going to be good for them in the long run, and it's definitely going to be good for the families that have kids on Roblox. I think the new safety features will probably be really good for that. Let's read one more story. I don't even know if I want to read this. How long is this one? Embracer attributes attribute. Oh, it's a 3-minute read. This is a short one. Let's just do it. Just as a small disclosure, I was affected by one of Embracer's restructuring moves. I worked at Deep Silver Volition, the company that put out the Saints Row all of the Saints Row games, but we worked on the Saints Row reboot, and the studio was closed by Embracer. So before I even read this, just that little disclosure, I used to work under Embracer. I probably have a little bit more of a sour outlook with them because of that. So anyway, earnings for the Swedish conglomerate's 2024-2025 year continue to fall without a release equal to Remnant 2 or Dead Island 2. God, has it really been a year since Dead Island 2 came out already? Net sales for PC and console games for the 3 months ending September 30th fell 46% year over year. Financials for the second quarter of Embracer's 2024-2025 fiscal year went out, and the Swedish company saw several dips across its games and entertainment businesses. As of September 30th, 2024, net sales decreased to 8.6 billion SEK, or about $783.7 million, down 21% from 2023 to 2024's second quarter. Its interim report shows the entertainment and services and games divisions, and the latter's individual PC, console, tabletop, and mobile sub-segments had downturns across the board. PC and console games had the biggest decline. Net sales fell roughly $193.2 million, down 46% year over year. CEO Lars Wingefors, I worked there for like 4 years and I still don't know how to say that man's last name. Contributed that decline to the lack of new releases, whereas 2023-2024 second quarter had Payday 3 and Remnant 2, and the 2024-2025 quarter mainly saw a re-release of the original Epic Mickey and the 1.0 launch of Satisfactory. According to Wingefors, Epic Mickey Rebrushed had slower than expected digital sales despite its positive reception, while Satisfactory reportedly performed above expectations and saw a solid inflow of new players. The entertainment services division also had a sizable tumble of 35%, which was attributed to few new releases. Yeah, see, they had a lot more new releases. Wait, no. Oh, yeah, that's 2022 and 2023. Which I think that would have had Saints Row, too, coming out that year. Right? Yeah, because this is 2024, 2025. Last year would have been 2023, 2024, and Saints Row came out in 2022. Anyway. Can I not bring that up? I don't know if you guys can see that very well over on TikTok. I guess you probably can. Embracer cited few new releases as reason for declines in its PC console game subsegment. Oh yeah, they only had a few new releases. Oh, I didn't know they published the Monster Jam. And Nobody Wants to Die? I think that was on my... mobile games had less of a fall at $123.9 million in net sales. Oh, shut up. Wait, why did that go off again? Whatever. Where was I? Mobile games had less of a fall at 1.36 billion SEK, or $123.9 million in net sales, which translates to a roughly 8% decline compared to 2023-2024's second quarter. Wing of 4 believes the improved market conditions that drove player activity and improved revenue growth for this quarter will continue through the fiscal year's second half. In the interim report, Wing of 4 also commented on Embracer's recent $1.2 billion sale of mobile developer EasyBrain, which he hopes will, quote, put us in a much stronger position to drive value both in the short and long term. Despite a 5% dip in net sales, Asmodee, or the tabletop subsegment, was commended for having a, quote, strong execution between July and September. Asmodee's decrease in publishing partners was said to be balanced out by a growth in the games published during the quarter. What did they have? Oh yeah. Looking ahead, Embracer expects growth in earnings for entertainment services during the third quarter, along with lower earnings for the larger 2024-2025 fiscal year. Growth in the entertainment division is expected to come from the Lord of the Rings War of the Rohirrim. I don't think I'm saying that word right. I know I'm not saying that word right. Because that's the people of Rohan, right? Rohirrim anime film, which arrives on sorry, I keep getting distracted. It's raining really hard outside. Which arrives on December 13th. I really want to see that. It looks cool. As for the losses that can be owed to adjusted expectations for the first half of the fiscal year, and several PC console games that have already been or are expected to be delayed, such as Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Deep Rock Galactic Rogue Core, and Hyper Light Breaker. Some of these titles will come out during the second half of the fiscal year, while others are expected for the 2025-2026 period. Speaking of losses, Embracer's report also shows it now has 128 game projects in development, down 36.3% year over year, and employs 6,250 game developers, down 41.3% year over year. This past May, the company revealed it had eliminated over 4,500 employees and canceled 80 projects during its year-long restructuring process, which involved laying off staff and closing or selling off studios it had previously purchased. And as a disclosure, that included me as part of the Volition closure. As of this past April, the company is being split into 3 standalone companies. In the report, Wing of 4 confirmed it's on track to spin off Asmodee by the end of the fiscal year. Embracer's full financials for 2024-2025's second quarter and the first half of 2020... Oh, the whole thing can be read here. And this is more like by the numbers and stuff. A lot of boring financial stuff. If you're into that though, it's there. You know, if you're a business and financial nerd. All right. Anyway, that's enough news reading for right now. I'm going to update this Pomo. You can probably hear the rain in the background. I'm going to continue the stream. I'm going to go ahead and mute the microphone again in a little bit. If you're watching over on TikTok, hello, welcome in. I hope you're enjoying the stream. We are going to go back to the co-working part. That is where I mute. We all work on something and hang out and chill out to the music. I am in chat over on Twitch. That's twitch.tv/BigSliceGaming if you want to watch over there. I'm hanging out in the chat over there. I will try to hang out in the chat over on TikTok as well. I don't really know that platform as well. But yeah, feel free to hang out and enjoy the music. Please like the live stream if you're over on TikTok. Just give that double tap and it lets me know that I'm doing a good job over there and will push TikTok to let me continue to have access to live streaming and stuff, which is really cool. But yeah, give the stream a like, and we're gonna go ahead and go back on mute and continue co-working for another hour or so. I'm probably gonna go get a little bit more coffee. Actually, I'm probably good. Either way. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and go back on mute, and I hope everyone has a productive or relaxing hour, whatever it is you're doing. Okay, I am back. All right, that was another hour. I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to be doing this. That might have been the last hour, and then we'll spend 20 minutes doing, like, I don't know. Yeah. Let's read a little bit more news, game industry news, and then I think maybe we'll play a game for a little while. My fiance is going to be home in about 2-ish hours, which gives me a little bit of time to play a game and start getting dinner going. But yeah. If you're watching over on TikTok, be sure to like the stream, give the taps on the, I think that's how you do it. Yeah. Give the taps on the screen to let me know that you're enjoying your time here. It's greatly appreciated. Yeah. I'm going to close out of a couple things here. That I don't need opened right now. All right. Hey Siri, start a 20-minute timer, please. Thank you. All right, let's turn the music down just a touch. And here's a story that I'm not all too familiar with what's going on. There's a good chance I probably read about it not too long ago, and I just don't remember. Senator questions Valve's commitment to wiping out disturbing and violent extremism on Steam. It appears that Valve has chosen to continue a hands-off type approach to content moderation. I don't remember what this was even about. Oh, hate and extremism? Oh, right. At a glance, Valve co-founder... Oh, this, really quickly, this is Chris Kerr, news editor over at GameDeveloper.com. U.S. Senator Mark Warner has questioned whether Valve is committed to combating extremism on Steam. As spotted by The Verge, Warner sent a letter to Valve co-founder Gabe Newell to raise concerns over the hate and extremism that has allegedly been allowed to fester on Steam, and suggested the platform holder has chosen, quote, chosen to continue a hands-off type approach to content moderation that allows some to engage in, quote, sustained bouts of disturbing and violent rhetoric. Warner's letter references a new Anti-Defamation League report, which claims Steam now contains over 1 million unique user accounts and 100,000 user-created groups that glorify anti-Semitic, Nazi, white supremacist, gender and sexuality-based hate, and other extremist ideologies. I hope these words and stuff aren't going to get me kicked from TikTok. He notes that Valve has previously been made aware of the issue via a Senate letter sent in 2022, but has seemingly failed to directly address the problem, and believes the company has avoided wider scrutiny despite being comparable in size to some of the largest social media networks. Steam is the largest single online gaming digital distribution and social networking platform in the world, with over 10 million unique user accounts and a user base similar in scale to that of the traditional social media and social network platforms. Steam is financially successful with a dominant position in its sector and makes Valve billions of dollars in annual revenue. Until now, Steam has largely not received its due attention as a de facto major social network where its users engage in many of the same activities expected of a social media platform. It is reasonable to question how committed Valve is to effectively implement and enforce Valve's own self-created conduct policy for its users in light of the 1 million Steam user accounts and 100,000 user-created groups glorifying hateful ideologies that ADL found. Warner stated that lax enforcement of the letter of user conduct agreements on other social networks, combined with a seeming reluctance by those companies to embrace the spirit of those same agreements, has elevated harassment and abuse. With that in mind, he claimed Valve should be doing more to protect users rather than leaving them vulnerable to harassment, intimidations, and ridicule. As Black Friday and the holiday buying season approaches, the American public should know that not only is Steam an unsafe place for teens and young adults to purchase and play online games, but also that absent a change in Valve's approach of user moderation and hate type of behavior that it welcomes on its platform, Steam is playing a clear role in allowing harmful ideologies to spread and take root among the next generation, he added. Valve must bring its content moderation practices in line with industry standards or face more intense scrutiny from the federal government for its complicity in allowing hate groups to congregate and engage in activities that undoubtedly puts Americans at risk. Warner has requested Valve and Newell answer a series of questions before December 13th, 2024, so he can better understand how the company is approaching content moderation. I mean, it wouldn't hurt if they did a little bit more, especially in the sense that, ever since that whole Sweet Baby Inc. issue, there's like I'm blanking on the name of the group. It's like it's an anti-DEI group that basically congregates in like a big group. I don't think I even have access to it. I might have gotten blocked over there. But still, so they essentially make a list of games that have female leads, black leads, basically anything that is considered leftist in the eyes of the toxic gamer, which is basically just right-wing incels. But yeah, anything that goes against their beliefs, they essentially warn players to avoid a bunch of games. So like God of War, because Sony Santa Monica dared to have Kratos actually have some personal development, I think is on that list. And the fact that Angrboda was black. Anyway. Play Ventures raises $140 million in third gaming fund. Firm expects to invest in up to 25 early-stage games companies worldwide. Well, that's good. This is Sophie McAvoy, a staff writer over at GameDeveloper.com. GamesIndustry.biz.com. Or .biz. Play Ventures has closed its third gaming fund, having raised $140 million. As GamesBeat reported, Play Ventures will continue to invest in early-stage games companies. However, this round will focus on mobile free-to-play games and infrastructure and AI-enhanced gaming tools. Play Ventures has made 8 investments since the closure of its third round in June 2023, including in AI startup Beyond. The firm is expected to invest... You have to hold on. The firm is expected to invest in between 20 to 25 companies worldwide, focusing on pre-seed to Series A funding rounds. Mobile gaming is one of the most dynamic arenas of our time, presenting massive untapped potential, and said Play Ventures founding partner Henrik Suurinen. I don't think I'm saying that right. With Fund 3, we're investing in a new wave of billion-dollar games and interactive experiences, supercharged by the transformative powers of AI. Lulu, hold on. It's the largest investment to date for the VC fund, which brings Play Ventures' total to $315 million, having raised $135 million in April 2021 and $40 million in August of 2019. I mean, I'm all for seeing more venture capitalists investing in the industry. I do feel uneasy about the AI and AI startup. like, obviously I don't know enough about Beyond to know what they mean by AI startup. It says infrastructure and AI enhanced gaming tools, whatever that means. Automation and development, generative AI. I don't know. They don't really say. Trying to see. Hold on one second. Lulu needs something. Sorry, Lulu needed her dinner and her medicine. But yeah, I'm just kind of looking through the original report to see if it doesn't really say exactly what Beyond is. AI startup. Beyond. What is it? Industrial grade artificial intelligence. Demand more from your AI software. I mean, just looking at their website, I'm not so sure I like the sound of this. Human-like reasoning, explainable, actionable insights, transformational efficiency. This is all stuff that corporations and higher-ups want to see, not workers. Oh? What is this? Cover of Metal Slug, The Ultimate History. Sam Dyer preserves video game history in hardback. Bitmap Books founder on the power of tangible media and how his books help preserve the joy of gaming's history after 10 years in the business. I don't think we're going to read this whole thing on stream. But this is a feature by Johnny Malks, a contributor. Bitmap Books is a video game book publisher with a design-first mindset. Bitmap Books. Whoa. Alright, well, I'm bookmarking that. This means that Bitmap's founder, creative director, and sole employee Sam Dyer is all about creating tangible art as fit for the coffee table and collector's shelf as it is for being read cover to cover. Maintaining this balance of aesthetic strike and informational equity has defined Bitmap's journey since Dyer started his company in 2014. In the 10 years since Bitmap's inception, the discourse surrounding game preservation and physical media has grown, but preserving games wasn't necessarily Dyer's initial goal, he tells us. I wouldn't say the company was started with any kind of core mission or end game in mind, says Dyer says. It was really born out of my passion for craft design and my passion for games. The vision has always been to produce beautiful gaming books that gamers can enjoy and that can evoke lots of nostalgia. As he explains Bitmap's evolution, Dyer says he wants to be careful with how his business treats nostalgia. Retro gaming books are all about bringing people back to their happy memories of times past, yet Dyer says there's a fine line between celebration and predation when it comes to taking people's money for products that interact with this feeling. Well, I definitely want to read this a little bit more. I don't think I'm going to read it on stream. Sorry, Lulu's trying to get my attention again. But I do want to look into this more in my own time. Because video game preservation is pretty important. Our industry does not do a very good job of accounting for preservation, even for historical or research purposes. The ESA has even been fighting back against like libraries. Like for being able to obtain old or unreachable games, even just for research purposes. They just keep blocking it and saying that it's up to the IP owners to preserve games and to, you know, decide what is to be done with their IP, even if that means just locking it away in a vault until it disappears. Oh, is that not on my reading list? Oh, there was a feature on my reading list about Blue Sky that I kind of want to read. All right. Merit Capital launches $80 million fund to support MENA game startups. Investment firm aims to support developers, gaming technology, and publishing platforms. 1 second. Sorry about that. Sorry. If you're just coming in on TikTok, thank you guys so much for hopping in and hanging out. Be sure to leave a like on the. Make sure to leave a like on the stream so that I know that you're enjoying yourselves here. It lets me know that I'm doing a good job. Or if there's anything that you want changed, be sure to put it in the comments. Let me know. Merit Capital has announced an $80 million games fund and accelerator for startups in the Asia, Middle East, and North Africa games market, or MENA. The investment firm aims to support 15 to 20 game industry startups via Excel by Merrick, including developers, gaming technologies, publishing platforms, and other services. The accelerator will provide these companies with equity investment, mentorship, assistance in legal matters and relocation, and access to tools and resources. The startups will aim to develop at least 15 commercially viable and monetizable games as part of the program. Excel by Merrick and its Gaming Accelerator program is a testament to Merrick Capital's commitment to building a vibrant games ecosystem in Saudi Arabia, said Merrick Capital CEO and founder Abdullah Altamami. At Merrick, we leverage our industry expertise and global network to provide selected startups not only with equity investment, but also with the tailored resources and strategic support essential for their success. By offering mentorship from world-class experts, support services from gaming industry experts, and access to a leverageable network, we aim to empower these startups to drive innovation and establish Saudi Arabia as a global hub for gaming excellence. Faisal Sedrani, vice president and leader of Excel by Merrick, added, quote, "Our accelerator is designed to offer financial support and help entrepreneurs tap into a network of industry experts, empowering them to transform their games into sustainable gaming companies." Sorry, that was the timer. That's cool. Like anything that helps the industry grow globally is good. That's more jobs. That ends up looking better for the industry overall. Especially in a time when consolidation is rampant. Consolidation and then layoffs and closures has been rampant the last few years. We need a little bit more diversity in the industry in terms of just different companies, different corporate umbrellas. So that's not just the same main corporate umbrellas that everyone ends up being under and then ends up on the chopping block whenever they make poor decisions. There was another story that came into my inbox today. It's kind of long. I might read this one on my own time later. Water game developers getting out of Blue Sky. I went over to Blue Sky. Twitter is a shit show now. I can swear on TikTok, right? Can I swear on TikTok? I hope I can. But yeah, Twitter's awful. And it's been awful for... I mean, it was bad before Elon Musk, but ever since Elon Musk took it over, it was just real bad. We're getting better engagement on Blue Sky. The games industry has essentially moved over to Blue Sky. And my network is just easier to access over there, in terms of just relationships that I've made on games industry Twitter. It's just so hard to communicate with them now. But Blue Sky almost feels like what Twitter felt like pre-Elon Musk. Hell, pre-2016 even. Before bots and stuff were just absolutely rampant. So yeah, there's a few features over here that I want to check out. Oh yeah, the Game Awards 2024 nominees. We'll read that later. It'll be in the headlines tomorrow. I do have some thoughts about it. I don't think Shadow of the Erdtree should be nominated for Game of the Year. I think it's kind of dumb that they changed the rules and are allowing DLCs to be eligible for Game of the Year. Because it's like... fuck it. Let's just read this. The Game Awards revealed its 2024 nominees for the upcoming ceremony, and most of the year's biggest players were honorably nominated. For the vaunted Game of the Year award, candidates include the PlayStation platformer Astrobot, deck builder darling Balatro. Congratulations to Balatro. Balatro, very much deserved. Astrobot, based on what I've heard, it also deserves very much to be up there. RPG hits Metaphor Fantasio. Metaphor Refantasio. I've also heard it's pretty good. And then Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is probably my pick. At least I think. Is that at the top of my list? What's on the top of my list? Let me go look at it. Because I actually have games I played in 2024. Let me open this list. So this is my list as it is. Or as it stands right now. Yeah, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is at the top right now. Dungeons of Hinterberg was a close second. I really, really loved that game. Harold Halibut is pretty high up there. Stellar Blade. Botany Manor was pretty alright. Open Roads was cool. Haunty was kind of cool. RZ was a treat. Rewinder was alright. Tetra Tactics was... I forgot I played this. I did not like Another Crab's Treasure. That ended up kind of at the bottom of my list. I rage quit that one. I don't think it's a bad game. I didn't enjoy playing it. Hot Dog Quest was pretty goofy. I enjoyed that. But yeah, at the top of my list for 2024 is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I loved the hell out of that. Dungeons of Hinterberg is a pretty close second in my opinion. Like, if someone asked me what my game of the year is based on what I've played, I think I would have a hard time picking Dungeons of Hinterberg I would have a hard time choosing between Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and Dungeons of Hinterberg. I loved them both. You know... I might have to rearrange this a little bit at some point. Because I think Balatro deserves to be a little bit higher on my list. Like, the top 4 games on my list are all so close that they could be in any order, honestly. But anyway. Breakout Smash, Black Myth Wukong, and From Software's Shadow of the Erdtree expansion for its 2022 hit, Elden Ring. Yeah, like... Just listen to those words. For the vaunted Game of the Year award, candidates include From Software's Shadow of the Erdtree expansion for its 2022 hit. A game that's two years old. And its expansion is nominated for Game of the Year. Like, I don't think that should be allowed. I think it deserves to be nominated for something because it was released this year. But for it to take Game of the Year, I don't think is fair. I really think that it should be its own thing. Like, DLCs should be its own thing. Especially if there's enough DLC or expansions released in one year to fill a category, it absolutely should be in that category, not as Game of the Year. Which would imply best game that came out this year. Not best DLC, not best expansion. If the expansion to a 2-year-old game getting a Game of the Year nomination is an eyebrow raiser, the Game Awards gave its seal of approval over the weekend. Ahead of the nominations, the awards show said sizable post-launch content like Erdtree or the last year's Cyberpunk 2077, The Phantom Liberty, were eligible for Game of the Year if the jury, which consists of global media outlets like Giant Bomb, Discussing Film, and NPR, deems the new creative and technical work to be worthy of a nomination. Both Astro and Rebirth are also nominated in respective categories like Best Family Game and Best RPG, and have the most nominations at 7 each. Metaphor follows with 6 nominations, including Best Art Direction, Best Narrative, and Best Score. Some of the Game Awards categories and their nominees are below, while the full list can be seen and voted on here. The winners will be revealed on Thursday, December 12th. And yes, we will probably stream the awards. But they also aren't doing a future class this year for some reason. They aren't doing a future class, which I find kind of odd. And I think we'll add this to the tab because we're going to read about that tomorrow, I think, on stream. But yeah, congrats to Local Thunk. Whoops. Congrats to Local Thunk with Balatro. That is incredible. So Game of the Year, Balatro, Metaphor, Rebirth, Black Myth Wukong, Astrobot, and Elden Ring Shadows of the Erdtree. That's dumb. Like, there's other games that deserve to be in that spot that came out this year. Like Dungeons of Hinterberg. Well, maybe not Game of the Year, but... Best Game Direction. Let's open this on the actual nominees list. Sure. I'm not gonna vote yet. I don't remember how I logged in last time. Let's view the categories. So that's the Game of the Year, recognizing a game that delivers the absolute best experience across all creative and technical fields. I'm going to have a hard time choosing these. Because Balatro, I loved. FF7 Rebirth, I also really loved. I still really need to play Astrobot. I haven't played it yet. I don't think I'm going to end up getting to it before categories close. Or before voting closes. Best Game Direction. It's the same fucking ones. Or excuse me, it's the same games. Best Narrative. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, Metaphor ReFantasio, Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, Jesus, that came out this year, and Silent Hill 2. Best Art Direction. Neva! I forgot about Neva! We need to play that. Oh, I didn't know Devolver published that. That's the same developer that made Grease, which was beautiful. We played that on stream for a charity stream a long time ago, like during the pandemic, and it was beautiful. I really want to play this. The rest of them were Game of the Year nominees. Best Score and Music. Stellar Blade's music was pretty cool. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Astrobot's up there. Nice. Very nice. Best Audio Design. Hellblade will probably get it. Astrobot. Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Senua's Saga, and Silent Hill 2 were nominated there. Best Performance, Brianna White, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Hannah Tell, Life is Strange Double Exposure. Oh, I don't know who they played, though. Best Performance. Brianna White was Aerith. Hannah Tell was Max Caulfield. I still need to play that. I have it. I haven't started it yet, though. Luke Roberts from Silent Hill 2. Humberly Gonzalez, who played Kay Vess in Star Wars Outlaws. I really liked Star Wars Outlaws. I platinumed it not too long ago. And Melina Jurgens, who played Senua. Nice. Congrats to them. Innovation and accessibility, recognizing software and/or hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help games be played and enjoyed by an even wider audience. Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Diablo 4, Dragon Age The Veilguard, Prince of Persia The Lost Crown, and Star Wars Outlaws. I will say Star Wars Outlaws had an incredible amount of accessibility features. Games for Impact. These are the ones I really, really love. I need to play all of these. I'm going to play the Life is Strange Double Exposure. Indica is another one that I really want to play. Closer the Distance, I should play. All of these I want to play. Tales of Kinzera is another one that I wanted to check out. Best ongoing game. Fortnite's probably going to get my vote, just because I play the shit out of it. It would be cool to see Helldivers win, though. I think they did an incredible job. I didn't end up getting around to playing it, but I just hope they get some recognition, because they did explode, and then conversation around it just kind of died out, but I don't think the game was bad. I just don't think it held the conversation. For a very long time. Awarded to a game for outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time. But if it's in here, obviously people liked it enough to decide it should be out for best ongoing. Best community support. Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy XIV, Fortnite, Helldivers 2, and No Man's Sky. I think Baldur's Gate 3 will probably get it. Recognizing a game for outstanding community support, transparency and responsiveness, inclusive of social media activity and game updates and patches. Helldivers could, or No Man's Sky could probably still take that. Best indie game. Animal Well, Balatro, Lorelei and the Laser Eyes, Neva, and UFO 50. I really need to check out UFO 50. I forgot that was Moss Mouth. Anyone play Spelunky? That platforming, like, roguelike about, like, where you're just kind of digging down to the bottom and you have, like, a whip. That was Moss Mouth. Good games. And UFO 50, when that came out, people were talking about it constantly for, like, a few weeks. Anyway, best debut indie game. Oh, I didn't know Pacific Drive was Iron One's first game. I didn't even know that. Animal Well, Balatro, Manor Lords, Pacific Drive. I really enjoyed that game. And The Plucky Squire, another game I really need to check out. Best mobile game. AFK Journey. Balatro, which is really fun on mobile, by the way. The Pokemon trading card game Pocket. Wuthering Waves. And Zenless Zone Zero. Best VR AR game. For the best game experience playable in virtual or augmented reality, irrespective of platform. Arizona Sunshine Remake. Asgard's Wrath 2. Batman Arkham Shadow. Metal Hellsinger VR. And Metro Awakening. I gotta check out the Arkham Shadow game. I gotta go back through and actually play the Arkham games, because I don't think I actually played them. I watched people play them, but... Best action game. Black Myth Wukong, Black Ops 6, Helldivers, Stellar Blade, Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2. Stellar Blade is probably my favorite. Of course, I should say that's the only one out of this category that I played. I do want to play Warhammer, though, and I do want to check out Black Myth Wukong, just because it sounds like it's really popular. Oh shit! I forgot. I gotta crap. I gotta play Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom too. Star Wars Outlaws was really good. Best action adventure. Astrobot, Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, Silent Hill 2, Star Wars Outlaws, and The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom. I played Star Wars Outlaws. Like I said, I platinumed it. The platinum was kind of a pain in the butt to get, but it was worth it. I really enjoyed that game. Ooh, I might have to go to the bathroom. Too much coffee. Best RPG. Dragon's Dogma 2, another game that I really need to check out. Shadow of the Erdtree. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which will probably end up getting my vote. Like a Dragon: Infinite Wealth. And Metaphor ReFantazio, another game I still need to play. Best fighting game. I didn't play any of these. I'm not a big fighting game person. Although I should check out Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection. Because I do really like Marvel. Best family game. There was a new Mario Party game? Astrobot. Princess Peach Showtime. Super Mario Party Jamboree. The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom. And The Plucky Squire. All of these are on my playlist. Best sim/strategy game. Age of Mythology Retold. Frostpunk 2. Kunitsugami Path of the Goddess. Manor Lords, and Unicorn Overlord. I actually have Age of Mythology Retold on my computer right now. We could play it on stream. Not tonight, though. Best sports/racing game. I'm not a big sports game person. But those are those. Best multiplayer game. Black Ops 6, Helldivers 2, Super Mario Party Jamboree, Tekken 8, and Warhammer 40,000. Jesus. How many are there? Best adaptation? Alright, we'll go through this again tomorrow, I'm sure. There's a lot. But I'm going to wrap up stream. I have to go to the bathroom and I have to start getting dinner ready here in a minute. I am going to stream again tomorrow, though. I'm not sure what time yet. And I will be live everywhere again. Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. I'm enjoying streaming on all of these platforms. It's kind of cool. But yeah. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up there. If you're watching on TikTok, I'm going to end here in a minute. Thank you guys so much for hanging out and watching. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. And go check out the short that I posted earlier. Same with TikTok. I did post a new TikTok during this stream as part of the working part of the stream. If you're watching on Twitch, that's going to do it for me tonight. We are going to go raid somebody if you're over on Twitch. If you're not over on Twitch, consider following me over there and coming along for the raid. I'm going to go look for someone to raid right now. Oh, someone else is actually doing some co-working and studying. A lot of people playing Dead by Daylight too. Let's go raid Darlin Sincerest. She's currently doing some co-working stuff. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're over on TikTok, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like be sure to give me a follow. I'm probably going to be live again tomorrow. If you're watching on YouTube, again, I'll be live tomorrow. If you're on Twitch, here is my Discord. If you're not in the Discord, feel free to join. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you'd like to join the raid, go watch the stream on Twitch. The raid is going to be starting in like 30 seconds or so. In about a minute, excuse me. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you guys sometime tomorrow. I'm not sure what time, but I'll keep you guys updated. Thanks again so much for watching, and I hope you all have a good night. Bye.